guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I have been on here and I just wanted to give you a big announcement, and it is I'm gonna quit OT. So if you guys are wondering why, and because it's all of a sudden, like please keep watching and let's get to it. It's been a really long time since I have been thinking about if this is the right decision or not. It wasn't like an overnight decision or anything like that, and I have talked to so many people, my therapist, my friends, my family about this decision. And I know that people say like you don't need to ask for permission to do anything, but I think because OT has been a big part of my life, it gives me financial stability, and I do OT most of the time in my week, so it is a big step forward to just quit OT. So I think the first thing that people are probably wondering why I'm quitting OT, because it is sort of sudden in terms of my channel announcing this. It is not like something that I've really mentioned on my socials either, so I think it is quite a big shock for a lot of people. And even when I told my co-workers, they were really shocked about my decision as well. And it's because I don't really show the times when I'm struggling, and I think it's so easy for people to see that, oh, like Cindy is doing great, she's so passionate about her job, and she's, yeah, like, but I think I don't ever show the times when I have meltdowns or when I cry about my work and that I feel lost. And these times, like, of course I don't want to show it to people because it's very vulnerable and I'm not in the right mindset to show it to the world. So this video, I'm not going to give you the full on like tea about specifically reasons why I'm quitting or any personal information that will reveal anything about someone, because I feel like everyone should have, I feel like privacy is really important for like people in my life, and I don't ever want to reveal information that will put someone in a bad light or anything like that. So I think when you see people saying, oh, I quit a job, like maybe they will reveal certain stories or something, but I think for me, I want this video to be a video where you can learn from me, my experience, and if you're going through something similar, you can feel like you're not alone. It is not a video about bashing OT or the job that I was at or anything like that, because I realized that my perspective is very is subjective, and everyone has a very different perspective on their job, different perspective on their career, and I am not someone who can be in your shoes and experience it for you. So let's get started. The first, I guess, one of the biggest reasons why I'm quitting is because of family reasons. So I have revealed a bit on my channel about my mother's passing, and it has been really difficult time for my family, and I honestly don't know how I worked last year because she newly just passed away at the beginning of last year, and I also quit my very first job, and I was really devastated that I had to leave that job because first thing was that it was really hard for me to face my clients while I was going through the grieving process. And I'm someone that is I get pretty emotional if people are asking me, how are you going, are you okay? And I think I just wanted something new, and for me to just be in an environment where no one knew what was happening, because I think I wanted to hide the fact that my mum passed away, and that I just don't want to deal with this emotion right now because I know that I have to take care of myself. So it was a very hard time for me, and yeah, and I think everything just happened so quickly, and things happened in my life after that. So, and my life just changed so dramatically, moving out and then figuring out like my life when I was moving out, and now I'm back at home, not back at my original home, but I'm back with my dad and his partner. So it is definitely like, I feel really grateful that I have the support that I have. But I definitely say that the constant changes that were happening in my life was very tricky for me, because I'm someone that likes some sort of stability, and I think it is very normal to feel like you want something constant in your life when one person that's so important to you have left you. Like, you just feel your whole world has changed. So I do think that I needed that stability, but last year was just constant change. Yeah, so I definitely think that if like you can't fill in your own cup, it's really hard to be in a profession, like a helping profession, where you're pouring into other people's cups. Because I often, when I go to work, when I have like something going on in my personal life, I have to pretend that I'm perfectly fine and that I have to take on people's problems because I am their supporter. And I realize that I'm not really supporting myself, and I'm not really seeking out for people to support me. And I realized that it was such a lonely journey, and I wasn't very honest with my friends with what I was going through and how I was feeling, and that was really like a lonely journey for me. But yeah, basically family reasons is why I decided to quit as well, to really focus on doing what helps me to fill my cup. And yeah, it is not something that everyone will go through, but it's definitely a consideration when you're going through a tough time. Is this profession like a perfect match for you? So another big reason is burnout. So I think I did mention on my channel before that I quit like a job when I was burnt out, and I would say that in pediatrics OT, it is quite common for people to go through burnout, and it's not something that we really talk about. It's something that is expected of the job and that you just kind of push through. And I don't like the culture of like hustling and grinding until you drop, because it's not healthy in the long run to be constantly running like that. And I definitely say that there's different practices where they do have more flexibility around your schedule, so you can decide how many clients you want to see a day. But a majority of practices don't really have that option, because they need to make sure their business is viable, so they need to meet a amount of like KPIs. But I did hear from friends who have better experiences around their schedule. If you're interested in pediatric OT, just a bit off topic, but if you're interested in pediatric OT, there's always different settings you can try. So if you don't really like the private setting where you see clients back to back, my friend is working in like a school setting where she sees kids on the spectrum with mainly level 2 or 3, and it's a school for them. So they start at 9, finish at 3. So you feel your schedule is more like a teacher, and you have a group of kids that you would see in different classes where you would do like a treatment plan for them. So it does seem like it's a very different type of work style that might suit some people. So yeah. The next reason why I'm quitting is also the lifestyle. I think I did talk about how I was feeling. I think with pediatric OT, a lot of the work that we do bring it home, and it's the nature of the job where like we constantly have like people asking us for reports, or like when we see people in the day we can't really do our notes, so it's really tricky. And I'll have days when I do work from home and I even like I try to force myself to go in early and prepare for my sessions rather than doing things from home. So you definitely have to consider like, yeah, do you want to work for free, like for work extra hours without getting paid, and take out of your personal time to do your job well. And I've realized that the OTs that do their job really well are the ones that would sacrifice their personal time for their job, and it just takes a certain personality to do that. And I realized that I can't do that because currently, like, mentally I don't feel like I can do that, and it's not the type of lifestyle that I want for myself. Knowing that like my mom had a lot of health issues because she was working odd hours and overworking herself as well. So yeah, and I think it got me to think a lot about like myself, and I don't want to be in that place. So yeah. And another reason why I am quitting OT is because I feel like I feel like I'm losing my sense of identity. So you're obviously thinking, what do you mean, like identity? Like, don't you feel like you have an identity because of your job? But to be honest, like, I don't want my job to be my identity, and it's part of me, but I realize that I'm losing who I am, like my personality, my interests, because OT is such a niche area. And I feel like if I'm not an OT, who am I? And I think during COVID, it really made me realize that I do have a personality outside of my job. I really like creating videos and connecting with people, and it feels so easy to just put on a camera and just talk to the camera. I've been doing this like even before I started YouTube. Like, I would film myself talking to the camera because I feel more comfortable with talking to a camera and just like letting out my thoughts rather than like telling someone about all my problems, because I don't want to project any emotions onto people. And sometimes I rather just talk than to write my thoughts down on paper, because then I would watch my video again and then I can see like the full motion on my face and what I was going through. So yeah, like it's a kind of like, I really started to film videos as like a personal diary, and then it became more of like, okay, how can I create content that is valuable to people? I realized that this is a part of my personality. I obviously am a very empathetic person, but I realized that I like to joke around and banter with people, especially my friends, and it's just fun. But I think with my job, like, I have to be this very nice, genuine, I'm a very genuine person, like a very always positive person, not pessimistic, because you work with children, so you can't really be pessimistic because children are very attuned with people's emotions. They're very sensitive around those people's emotions, so I'm very careful with how I feel or how I act around them. So it is tiring when I have to pretend that I'm okay and when I'm not. And yeah, okay, another thing, I think the last thing, the reason why I am quitting OT is because I have other passions. So I did mention to you that I love creating video content. Sorry, I look kind of funny. I love creating YouTube videos. Obviously, I'm not quitting quitting my job to become a YouTuber, but I definitely am choosing a career where I can be creative and I can help people and use technology that way. So I've been doing a couple of courses. So we can transition to my life update right now. So I actually completed a digital marketing course on Google to learn about SEO, SEM, optimizing a website, because it's something that I'm very interested in, and also I feel like there is a lot of demand for digital marketing if you have the skill for it. So yeah, if you guys know of any potential projects that people are working on and need some help with like digital marketing, please let me know. I'm really interested in learning about the field. But anyways, it's definitely very interesting, and I'm trying to figure out like which niche area I'm interested in. So do I want to work specifically with like agencies or private companies or the government, or like, yeah, which sector I want to work in? So I'm not too sure yet. I'm definitely interested in like healthcare, of course, because this is my background, but there's always other opportunities out there where I can learn more skills outside of healthcare. But I think it comes back to my vision, so on my, like, I guess my values, and for me, like, I like to do something where it's helping people, and also I really believe that no matter like what like social status you have or background you have, what you look like you should have the same opportunities as anyone else. So I think I'm very passionate about representing like a minority group, as an Asian Australian, as someone who wasn't born into wealth or anything like that. So I'm really passionate about just representing the people that look like me. And yeah, it's a very meaningful thing to think about, that no matter what I do, I'm already like representing people who look like me. And yeah, even doing YouTube, things like that. But yeah, like I have been a part of a user experience research project. So it just started, and it's just a volunteering position that I talked about with someone I reached out on LinkedIn, and she is so nice to give me this opportunity. So it's me and another person, and everyone's so lovely. And yeah, I'm just like so excited to learn more about user research, and if this is something I want to do as a job. Yeah, I really think that it's better to be open-minded with what you're doing, and being open-minded to do unpaid work, because if you're really interested in something, I think it's worth like offering your help. So yeah, I'm going to be putting on my eyeshadow. So I guess I wanted to end this video with like my plans for my next chapter, and definitely I've been thinking about what type of job I want for my next chapter. And I do see myself having a lifestyle where I can have more flexibility to take care of my health and to be there for my family, and I do prefer to have a hybrid role where I can work from home and also be in person with my co-workers if that's an option too, because I do like to be around people when I want to network with them or connect with them and to work on a project. But if I was like doing my own thing, I'd rather do it at home or at a cafe. So yeah, definitely looking into roles where I can do that. So I've been really thinking of tech jobs, and I realized that the lifestyle of people in tech jobs is very different from health, because usually in health we are expected to have a on-site job, like where you go in person. There is rarely times where you do work from home. And I think I've always been interested in technology and using media, and especially social media. And yeah, like I think it all started when I was young and I started to have these blogs. I don't know if you remember, like Bebo, like where I would customize my website blog and people would come to my page and you see like my posts and music and things like that. So it was very interesting to me. And then I even tried Tumblr as well, and then tried to like change the website so it looks a certain way. So yeah, like I've always been interested, but I wouldn't say that I'm an expert at it. Just really like creating something and have people use it and have a positive experience. So yeah, that's why I am thinking of continuing like my UX journey as well. It's definitely a long journey for me because I'm so interested in finding out different roles, like if I want to do digital marketing or if I want to hone into product design. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I think the next thing is to also find a mentor that can that can guide me through my portfolio. And I have reached out to a few UX designers that I can like show my portfolio to if I need any help. But I think having a mentor who is consistent with me can really help me get to where I want to be. So yeah, definitely if you're a UX designer out there and you want a mentee, you can message me on my Instagram and yeah, we can get connected. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video here. It has truly been like a very tough situation for me deciding to quit. I'll definitely make a video again to update on how I'm going and things like that. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I just want to say lastly that if you're going through something similar, I think the scariest thing you can do is to stay where you're at and where you are unhappy. And I think if you want to feel a lot better than you are, making a change and risking it is better than staying stagnant. Obviously I'm coming from a place of privilege because I can take this break because I have savings and I have support, like I'm paying less rent. So it's really evaluate your financial situation and see like, are you able to take a break sometime soon to really figure out your life. So I wish you best of luck, and if you need someone to talk to, reach out to me on my Instagram page at Miss Cindy OT or Manners First Meraki, and yeah, we can connect there. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I know that it is quite a big shock for some people because my channel is predominantly OT related content, but I hope this video is useful for people who are in the transition phase as well and who are interested in other roles that don't involve client work and it's non-clinical roles for OTs. So yeah, stay tuned to more videos because I'm definitely going to post more videos soon, and let me know if there's certain things that you want me to talk about or research about. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, so yes, this is my last day of work and I just got off work. It feels so surreal, like knowing that I'm not gonna be doing OT anymore, and I don't think it has hit me yet. I'm still in the kind of like processing stage and I haven't really felt like completely like out of it. But yeah, I think it's today I had 4 clients and I was able to say goodbye to them. And so yeah, I almost cried when one of my clients, who he is quite he's someone that has a hard time like expressing himself, and he truly said how grateful he was for like helping him, and he hopes that the next OT will be as good as me. And I think it really made me feel like it really plucked my heartstrings, is that how you say it? Because I realized that I am a good OT and that it is hard for me to see it sometimes. But yeah, I think sometimes when I hear it from my client, and it just makes a whole lot of difference. And yeah, I think it's, I don't know exactly what I want to say, but I'm truly so grateful for the clients and the families, for the ones that believed in me and was really patient with me, because it's not only about like us being patient and us being, it's not all about us, and sometimes it really helps when you do have that connection and you really have families that are there for you, because being in healthcare, it's not easy. And I think that's the reason why I've decided to take a change, make a leap and do something different. And I definitely don't regret working in healthcare at all. It's definitely something that has always been aligned with my goals in terms of helping others, making a difference. But I think I am ending my chapter in OT for now. I don't know if I'll go back to it. It's not indefinite. I think in this time of life, there are other things that I have to prioritize, like my mental health and also try to see other strengths that I might have and get a bit of stability in my life, and also be okay with uncertainty and really taking it day by day, because I know that life is really short and there's no point of worrying and overthinking. But yeah, this news is probably a big surprise for people on my channel, and I just truly am grateful for those who have reached out to me about OT and has connected with me. And I don't want you to feel like this profession is not for you, because I have definitely my own experience, and I might not be like you. So I think we all have different personalities, and I think it's important for us to really figure out what we need in our life and understand what our priorities right now. So yeah, I'm really grateful for this experience being an OT for 2 to 3 years. It's been like my sense of identity. So yeah, please feel free to stay connected, and if you want any, tips to get anything related to OT, I'm happy to answer too. I think all the experiences that I have are very valuable, and it might help you figure out where you want to go in terms of your OT career. In terms of what's next for me, is I'm taking it day by day. I'm doing side projects there and there just for my learning and volunteering, and I don't have a job lined up, so I'm still figuring it out. But I am really, I think I've mentioned before that I'm interested in technology and how to make a difference in a larger scale, whether that be through I'm just not too sure about the means yet, but I am definitely interested in the social media and the power of social media and the online space. So you will see me update you with where I will be, but yes, I don't know what I'm gonna say anymore, so I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah, it's a bit of a sweet feeling, and if you guys want to stay connected with me and see what non-clinical roles can OTs do, and if you're in a similar situation, yeah, feel free to connect with me so we can have this community where we can support each other in exploring non-clinical roles. So yeah, I'm excited for this channel because it's going to change, obviously, but if there are people out there who can resonate with me, stay connected. And even if you enjoy my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.